sure this Wi-Fi is going to be any better than the one I was using last time, but let's hope that it will last for at least 10 to 20 minutes or so. Let's just hope. Alright, well, you guys can hear me, alright? So, sorry about that little crash right there. I would definitely would not be doing the stream whatsoever if my Wi-Fi was not poopy. But my Wi-Fi is poopy, so I guess I have to be doing this stream separately, which really sucks. Yeah, I'll wait for a couple of minutes for you guys to join in, and so I was planning to do at the end of the previous stream when I was talking about how this ride came to be is you guys will be willing you guys will be able to ask any questions about the ride, and I'll be willing to answer any of the questions that you have in as much detail that I possibly can. So I wait for people to start kind of like coming back in, and then believe that I will I'll start answering some questions for you guys. Okie dokie. And also, I was planning to go and show this off at the stream here. I'm not sure if I was able to show it off on the previous stream before it crashed, but I'm currently working on the Lego set that I got for Christmas, and try carrying it as best as I can. And voila. Not too shabby looking so far. See, I got like the main part, like the station part here, done with like the castle and stuff like that. And I'm just working on, so right now what I'm working on the set is I'm extending like the track, so like the roller coaster track here into like what's gonna be like the pirate ship kind of like part here. So pretty cool looking, not gonna lie. I really like the I really like this set so far. I'll definitely do a video showing this off for sure. So welcome back some people. So like I said in the stream, you weren't able actually to hear it before it crashed. This will be a part of the stream where you guys can ask any questions. So do you guys have any questions about the Frozen Orion? Like, it has to be specific about the Frozen Orion. It just can't be like a question like, how old are you, Luigi Striker? Luigi Striker, what is your real name? Luigi Striker. What did you get for Christmas? No, it's not Frozen Orion related. So ask questions that you're interested in about that Frozen Orion, bar by bar. And stream's lagging. Great. Did you guys hear what I said? Just don't ask questions that are not related to Frozen Orion. Just ask questions about Frozen Orion. And I got timed up. Is there purple? That's not an Orion question. Oh my gosh, it's not gonna go well. What's going on? Oh yes, I'm going offline again. Great. 3, 2, 1. Offline. No. Oh, we're going online again. Nope, we went offline. Yep, that was happening. Well, I can't go to the other Wi-Fi. It's pretty bad. Reconnecting. Is it back? Looks like it's back. Yeah. Something you want? Yeah, whatever. Pack. I can't. It's not like I can't do that tomorrow, can I? Or Saturday. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna be kind of busy tomorrow, but there's definitely a period tomorrow I could. Anyways, yeah, my dad's telling me to go and flippin' pack for Rome. I gotta pack like 7 pairs of socks, 7 pairs of underwear, 7 pairs of pants, 7 pairs of shirts, pair of pajamas, all that kind of fun stuff. So much fun. Anyways, make sure streams completely caught up and stuff. So Is there any questions you guys have specifically about the Frozen Orion? Like questions that Kanik is asking me right now, like do I like green or is Darth Vader purple? Those are not questions related to the Frozen Orion because I don't need because I'm only wearing pajamas just for the night, not for the whole flippin' day, buddy. Hey, caramba. And I'm pretty sure I don't want my suitcase to be more and more full, not gonna lie. Well, J1, since Kanek seems to be massively failing about asking questions about the Frozen Orion, is there any questions that you have? Or hopefully Kanek can think of some questions, and maybe we get some other people that have some questions they like to ask about the Frozen Orion. Because the stream specifically about it, if there's any questions you want to ask that I haven't really told you guys about in the previous stream, or you were here for the previous stream and you like to get something clarified that maybe you missed or something like that, I'll be willing to give you any information. I already have some extra information that I kind of thought of that I didn't talk about to you guys already, but well, I'll tell that later. What is my favorite part of the build? Yours is the logo. What is my favorite part of the build? That is actually a decent question. An opinion question. Okay. Gotta love the favorite questions. Well, I'd say my favorite part of the Frozen Orion build would definitely be probably what some other favorites, people's favorites are, is, I really like it, I really love this view of the ride here. Like, this view of the ride here is just spectacular. Like, you can see all of the really cool things that I put, all around the ride here. I really love this view, but especially, I love the Elsa, recreation here, because that's just, it just makes the ride, feel a whole lot better, because, you gotta make something from Frozen, because, part of, the roller coaster's name is called the Frozen Orion, so, yeah, I would say definitely my favorite part of the build would be that incredible, awesome looking, Elsa statue right there. So, any other questions? Why are we asking questions? Interesting question. Because I wanna I want to tell you guys more about the ride and maybe give you any loose information that you didn't get to hear from me. So I'm interested to see what kind of questions else you come up with too, Anthony. You know how it is, and hello Max, a person I'm going to be hanging out with tomorrow. Do you have any questions about this incredible Christmas coaster here that you're seeing in front of your screen? Is there a real Elsa ride? I guess that's somewhat related to the Frozen Orions, and there's also, yes, there's, I think, called a ride, there's a ride, I forget what it's, there's some ride in Epcot and Disney World, I think it's called Frozen Ever After or something like that, I don't know the exact name of it, but yeah, there's a Frozen ride in real life. If you go to Disney World on Orlando, Florida, you'll find the Disney ride there. Do you think Kings Island will ever open Orion for? Do you think Kings Island will have Orion open for Holiday in the Park in 2020? Interesting question. So prediction question, huh? I don't really know. I mean, it's a B&M coaster, and I feel like those coasters will work well on Christmas, because Six Flags has, freaking B&M coasters open during Christmas, at Six Flags Great America, they had, Raging Bull open, they had, X-Flight open, and, they also had Batman open, which was all B&M coasters, so, but also during Winterfest, is, when I went there in 2018, they only had Mystic Timbers open and Flight of Fear open, and also the Great Pumpkin Coaster. So my guess is probably they don't want you to freeze your butt cheeks off 287 feet in the air and stuff like that, and really high speeds and stuff like that. So I'm probably guessing that's not going to be open during Winterfest. So a little bit of a disappointment, but it kind of seems like Kings Island will not really have that thing open during Winterfest. Got any other questions for me? I'll look for the questions right now. It's question time, yo. Time for some Frozen Quest. I did not apparently finish off question. I probably should go and do that. I'll do it later. What? I probably had it spelled correctly before, but I wonder if it's actually spelled correctly in the thumbnail. It probably is. It probably has spelled correctly in the thumbnail. Apparently I just didn't spell it correctly. In the title, apparently. Did I spell it right in the phone? I did spell it right in the thumbnail. seriously. It's time for our Frozen quest. Apparently, it's a quest for more questions from the live chat. How about that? There we go. Luigi, how much do you like? That's not a Frozen Orion question, but I guess I'll answer it anyways. You guys apparently don't obey the rules very well. Questions specifically about this coaster here, not questions about my face cam or something like that, Anthony. Okay, gotta keep that in mind, buddy. Does this help me? Does this help you guys hear my voice a little better? You know, putting the mic pretty close to my face, my mouth. I can hear me all right. You know, I'm pretty cool with a microphone up to my face. But yeah, my face cam is pretty nice so far. I can actually show stuff I can actually show stuff in real life, like how I do in Pokemon streams with the face cam and stuff like that. It's pretty nice. Not gonna lie or anything. I'm gonna put this down. Got any other questions for me? More questions. More questions. More questions. What you guys got for me? I'm more willing to answer some questions. Question time. I'm just gonna wait here until I get some more questions asked, because I'm gonna be going off for 13 more minutes or so, until 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I need a couple more questions until then. Actually, one thing I could do is one thing I actually was planning to do at the end of my in-depth review of my in-depth kind of I'm showing how Orion came to be. Kinnick, let's not ask messed up questions here, or you might find yourself not existing on this channel anymore. DJ has to be a question about the Frozen Orion, but I guess we're asking a lot of questions and not related to Frozen Orion. At least Jay's actually obeying what I'm asking. At least he's actually a good moderator. Or somebody good in the chat. I'm actually gonna go ride Frozen Orion while you guys are answering me asking questions. What was the hardest part about transforming the ride, other than details like Elsa? I'd say the hardest part about transforming the ride, well, two things I would say is definitely adding all the snow was very difficult. I mean, it's not difficult to do, it's just very time consuming, and it was not fun to do whatsoever. And the ice spikes are on the ride too, and also the Christmas tree over there probably took the most decent amount of time. But Candles of Hanukkah, the candy canes and stuff like that. I mean, the big candy cane did take some time to do. But yeah, definitely ice spikes definitely did take a big chunk of time, and yeah, it was definitely. I think the ice spikes are probably the second hardest thing to do for this ride, just because there were so many of them to do. You had to put the sea lanterns in each and every one of them. You had to put the glass all around them. You actually had to go and design all of them and do different designs for each of them, or at least try to do different designs for each of them. And there's over 120. There's around 120 of those. So having to do that for each and every one of them, it took a long time for sure. How tall is the ride? I can go and give you that information once I'm done actually riding the ride, because I actually do not know myself, and I actually was hoping somebody would ask that question before I'd actually go and tell you guys that, because that was one question that was one thing I remembered in my head that oh yeah, I didn't actually clarify how tall this actual ride is, and actually I haven't really clarified the duration of this ride either. So it's probably something I should have done in the video, but if you want to know the duration of this ride, it's literally probably the same duration of Orion, and I'm pretty sure I have the duration of Orion in the actual Orion video. So if you want to know the duration of the ride, you can find it out in the Orion video. Unless if you haven't seen the POE video of the Frozen Orion yet, I highly recommend you do, because there's a link to it in the description for this video and also the previous video where I go into in-depth detail talking about the Frozen Orion. So yeah. How long did it take to transform the coaster? That actually is information in the POE video if you've not seen that already, GJ. But since apparently you don't remember that information, I will go and tell you that information. So Frozen Orion, apparently I calculated most of the times for the ride, and literally the video itself actually calculates all how long each of the things I did for the ride took to do. And in total, I believe the ride took around 32 to 33 hours to transform. So a lot longer than some of the previous Christmas coasters, because apparently from my information and my text that I did in my King of the Winter, apparently King of the Winter only took me around 10 hours or so to transform, and this one took triple the time to transform. Oy. Not too much fun, if I do say so myself. Alrighty. Good question. Alright, let's answer Anthony's question. Let's figure out, see how tall this thing is. It's literally the same height as Orion, too, so you can also probably find this information out on Orion. Let's see. It is a nice 80 blocks tall. 80 blocks. A nice height of 80 blocks. Not too shabby. Isn't this also pretty close to Diamondback's height? The tallest point. Was it hard for idea? Was it a hard idea to build this? A hard idea. I mean, like, at first I wasn't like planning to go like that much in depth detail. Yeah, Ryan's just a little bit taller than Diamondback. I made Diamondback a decent height. Interesting. Yeah, Diamondback's literally just right over at the side over there. It's pretty cool. You just have this amazing Orion over here. The idea for the ride was kind of hard. I mean, it did take some time to figure out what kind of blocks I wanted to use for the ride, and then like definitely like thinking about like how like the design the snow around and stuff like that, and like I already had like concepts like already like made in my mind, like that I like have to put snow on all the trees and put like wool and all the like all the trees and stuff like that. So, but definitely like there's more and more designs that just came in like further and further when they came into it, because like the idea like for like the entranceway there eventually came into being when actually I started working on the entranceway. Then like the extra details like the presents and the candles and Elsa and stuff like that. Like when I went into Mindplex, yeah. Elsa was never even gonna be in this ride, by the way. But when I saw that recreation of Elsa in Mindplex, I'm so glad I decided to go into Mindplex because it totally fits with the ride. I'm so happy that I decided to recreate that thing. So, you know, there were some ideas for this that were a little tricky to go and figure out, but mostly it was not too hard to figure out. Mostly I had most of it planned, but then I added some more and more things later and later, like into the ride. So, not too shabby, I would say. Hope that's a decent answer to your question, GJ. Alright, I'll go 8 minutes or so more for questions. So, any other questions you guys got for me? And also, if you want to know the duration of the ride, if anyone's going to ask that question, you can go find out the duration in the original Orion POV, since this is literally like Orion, but just rethemed. So you don't need to ask a duration question if you're thinking about asking that. I think also like this, since there's a little bit more of you guys watching, I showed this off in the beginning of the stream and not many people were here, but I'm working on my roller coaster Lego set thing here. So far kind of got like the station part of it, and I'm kind of working on getting the track more and more like out there. So looking pretty cool. Hopefully I'll have a video up for this hopefully tomorrow, because I'm planning to work on this for the rest of the day. I also have to work on some other video for today. And also I was planning to do a Pokemon Sword and Shield live stream, but that did not happen. Actually, after this question time, I have to pack up. Rome, fun. Any other questions, guys? Guys, asking some good questions so far. I like your questions so far. What do you think was the most underwhelming part of the transformation? Underwhelming, huh? So instead of overwhelming, underwhelming. Oh yeah, the creative coaster you got. Yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. I like the Lego coaster that I got. I didn't expect it actually to look this cool. Like, there's like some details in this Lego coaster here that I was not expecting. You know, that's really awesome. The least overwhelming part, huh? Well, I'd say like parts like that is like transforming the waiting line. That's not too hard to do. It's definitely not really overwhelming whatsoever. Transforming the station was not overwhelming. Even like transforming the ride itself, it's just changing the supports to a different color and changing the track. I mean, it was a little bit annoying, but it wasn't that overwhelming for me. I wasn't really feeling stressed when doing it though. I just knew it was gonna take some time, and like the little like station things at the side there also weren't that weren't that hard to really transform either. So yeah, mostly just kind of like the parts of the waiting line. Even these presents over here weren't that hard to do too. So yeah, those stuff were not that underwhelming. That was pretty underwhelming. And also changing the entrance here, actually that was pretty underwhelming too, because I actually had Jay helping me with that, and went by pretty quickly, and and we were just sort of belting our heart out singing songs at that moment too. So that was pretty interesting there. And why was there a big O in the middle? Just because that's part of the original design there, and the O is pretty much an exact recreation of the O in this part of the O right there in the Orion logo there, just to represent Orion on the floor there, because I thought having an O on the floor would be pretty cool. At least I think it's pretty cool. Maybe Anthony doesn't think it's pretty cool, which is a little bit disappointing if Anthony doesn't think it's pretty cool, but I think it's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Alrighty, good question, Jay. DJ Anthony, you got any other questions for me? And Jay, you got any other questions? Don't mind me. Don't mind asking Luigi Striker, the creator of the Frozen Lion. Sorry I have to keep asking this over and over again, but literally, like, all the stream is just for questions. It's literally for nothing else. So I gotta just keep asking the question over and over again. Like, I'm literally asking a question to you guys for asking me a question. Pretty interesting, not gonna lie. I'll just relax in my chair. This whole I have to go grab my. Oh, yeah, by the way, the new mouse I got is pretty sick, not gonna lie. I got this new mouse for Christmas, if you guys can see it. I don't know. It's not showing in the stream yet. Yeah, I gotta pull it up. There we go. I think it should show it. Come on, stream. Work with me here. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see it, but it's a nice mouse. I like it. It has a nice. I actually set it to like making sure it has like a green light. Pretty nice. So I used to have an old mouse, but now I have a nice new mouse that I really enjoy, and it's really nice for clicking and stuff like that. I just feel really more nice in my hand and stuff like that. So nice new mouse and a nice new face cam. You know, it's not too shabby. I like those two Christmas presents. Those are probably my favorite two. Those are probably my two favorite Christmas presents I got. Any other questions, guys? We got 3 more minutes. Well, less than 3 more minutes at this point, but you can add some final questions in there because this is the only time you're gonna get for asking questions about this ride, and they're probably. I mean, you can ask more questions in the comments if you really feel like it, but try not asking a lot more. Alice Pokemon Sword and Shield, not really related to this ride, but I guess also answer your question anyways. Pokemon Sword and Shield is going pretty well so far. I'm enjoying my time playing the game. Hopefully I can play it tomorrow, or I can play it on Saturday before I go on my trip across to Europe. But I definitely want to try getting another episode in of Sword and Shield before I go to Europe. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I believe I did some stuff off camera in the game that probably you guys wouldn't care about too much, and I'm right now currently I'm about to do my 4th gym challenge, but I'm definitely saving that to do for on camera though. So yeah, I look forward to that. Probably happening on Saturday. When you originally created Orion, was the layout hard to create? Oh yes. Ugh. I don't want to think about having to create that layout. Yeah, the Orion layout was pretty dang difficult to make. Like, I thought that it wouldn't be that hard to make, but definitely, like, doing, the weight, like, the first airtime hill, like, going off of the drop, that wasn't too hard to make. I actually got that down pretty quickly, but the curve around in the back of the ride there, that took ages to do. And definitely took a decent, like I had to keep resigning it over and over again. I believe that actually took around 2 hours of the stream just to design that one element. I don't know if it was 2 hours or so, but definitely was a pretty decent amount of time. And, the little airtime hill wasn't that bad. The big airtime hill wasn't that bad. But definitely, like, the curve around, the curve around near the lift hill there, that was very difficult to, go and figure out. And then the curve around at the end there, making sure it's the right size and stuff like that going into the brake run. Like, there was a lot of redesigning I had to do for that layout there, but eventually I finally got it in like 8 to 9 hours or so of hard work on such a short layout like that, but the layout was not that easy. Was you thinking of transforming the logo? It was a little bit in my mind, but I'm like, I was too lazy to do it, and frankly the logo kind of fits with the Frozen theme anyway, so I didn't really feel like I'm changing it. Alright, I'll accept at least one last question because we only have time for one last question. So one last question, guys. Make it one last good one. Yeah, but just turn 8:30. So one last question. I'll for one more question. Oh yeah, there's a lot of ice spikes all around here. Everybody has all ice spikes. The waiting line is full of ice. Also shooting ice out of her hands and stuff like that, and all that kind of stuff. I was thinking about using Instinct Unknown in the video, but I decided not to. Are you happy it's finished? Oh, what do you think? That's a good question. Of course I'm happy to see this finished. I'm always happy when I get to see new coasters or like a retheming of coasters and I'm done. And even like maybe changing it back, like I'm happy when it's like back to normal too, you know? Because I was happy when I saw Yukon Striker microphone. I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, I was very happy. Yeah, of course I was very happy about getting it finished for sure. Definitely very happy about that. Alrighty, guys. Well, that'll be it for question time for the Frozen Orion. Thank you to all the people who asked questions. Thank you to people who did join the stream. Sorry, it's a little bit later than I stream here. It's just I was too busy working on this. Frick. I'm breaking my Lego set in the background. Oh no. I'm breaking things. We all have to rip. Wait, Striker, what are you doing? Frick it. I can't even figure out how to attach this piece again. Well, this is a way to end off a stream, isn't it? Crap. There we go. Yeah. Yay. I got it back. Okay. Wow, this set's a little bit mean to me. It's the Lego pieces don't stay together very easily, but I was trying to pick it up. So yeah, I was kind of like a little distracted on working on this thing here, and I was also like doing a premiere, showing off this person at my church's top 20 GVC list, and I wanted to watch that through all the way and listen to it just to make sure the recording sounded good. So I kind of got distracted by all that kind of stuff here, and I still have to make one more GVC video today too, and I got a pack too, so not that much fun, but I'll be able to hopefully I can get this thing done today, because I'm really planning to get this done, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna look awesome getting done. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I don't know when another Minecraft roller coaster video is gonna be happening, and I don't think there's gonna be another one happening for the rest of the winter, just because I think my plan is gonna be do a Mario video Friday, and then I have my cousins coming over, so I'm pretty sure that's just gonna take up the rest of the day, and I can't stream it all anymore throughout that day. And then I'm probably gonna have to upload another Grace Bible Church video, and I also want to upload one more thing for the Frozen Orion. I have this time lapse video I need to work on, so probably I'll work on that when my cousins are over. And then on Saturday, I'm pretty sure I'll do a decently long Sword and Shield stream, and maybe if there's some time left, I want to actually do a stream on playing this old game that I played on the Wii. You'll find out what that is if I have some time to do at least 2 streams on Saturday, or if I'm not busy doing anything on Saturday. So pretty exciting stuff coming up, right, guys? Well, sorry, no more Minecraft streams, but for this winter break, maybe when I get back on Sunday, actually probably when I get back on Sunday, I'll probably just do another Sword and Shield stream, because I just want to keep grinding through that game. Probably I'm just gonna keep playing that game until I complete the main story of the game, and complete the Pokédex and stuff like that. I'm probably not gonna do shiny hunting, knowing me. But I probably want to make sure I still have something Pokemon related going on my channel. So maybe there might be a little bit of shiny hunting, but it probably won't be a lot of shiny hunting. It'll probably be like every a 2-week thing or something like that. It won't be like a very often thing. So once again, I guess we'll show one more awesome view of the Frozen Orion, and so the time lapse video also that I mentioned. It's actually going to be a time lapse video of me working on putting all the snow on for this ride. Yeah, it'll be a pretty interesting time-lapse video, that's for certain. So like literally before any of these details were here whatsoever, it was just me putting all the snow on the trees here, and it'll be a time-lapse, really fast time-lapse video of me just putting all the snows in each of the trees, and show you probably how long and time-consuming it is. Alrighty, well, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys more later on my awesome content on my channel. And once again, this ride is going to be changed back on February 1st if I'm not doing anything that day. But definitely when it turns February, sometime in February, I'll try changing it back as quick as I possibly can. But it'll definitely be a pretty excruciatingly long process, but I know I'll be able to get it done, alright? Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next awesome video. Bye-bye! Goodbye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Make sure to like this video if you haven't already. Make sure to subscribe. Bye! Does the stream not end? Oh, this is a little awkward. Stream didn't end. Wow. Not bad. Isn't it F7 and I have to click to go and boop this? Goodbye, guys. I'm stupid. Well, that's an interesting way to end a stream. Goodbye, guys. Bye.